A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Queen's International Competition 2026 edition, the fourth edition in a row for this particular tournament. I'm your host, Mtokozi Singulube, on Q Pixels Photography. We've got Harry Houdini Martin, the South African, taking on Mzamo Nhlanhla, also a South African in an all South African affair here, and Mzamo racing into a 2-frame lead at the very start of this match. Mzamo playing the reds here, looking to race into a 3-frame lead, which would almost certainly give him all the advantage he needs. Remember, this is a race to 11. It's an untimed race for this tournament here. You look to pot a red mid to left pocket. And have the cue ball moving inwards. Just like that, so they can pot either top right or bottom left, whichever he wants. He's got a lot of options here. All his 3 reds have got a clear passage to the pockets, and he should just be fine in terms of what can happen here. Mzamo potting with side spin to try and pot bottom right pocket and have the cue ball moving backwards onto the last of his reds. They will look to pot top right pocket. He has to make sure on this particular shot not to snooker himself, as well as to make sure that the cue ball moves backwards. Just like that, I'm sure they wanted the cue ball to move faster than it did. But it's still fine, and he can still make the last of the reds onto the top right pocket and have cue ball move sideways towards the left of the table to give him good side of the 8 ball so that he can put it top left pocket. Mzamo playing to try and race into a 3-frame lead here. Does exactly that. Almost good cueing from Mzamo, but he scratches tight left side English so that he could go back onto the 8 ball, and Harry Houdini Martin can breathe again, and he'll try and make sure he cleans the table with a single visit off the table, because if he gives Mzamo any other chance here, he'll rule this opportunity. Mzamo looks dejected. He's cutting a dejected figure. You can send stars to support Q Pixels Photography. Remember to follow and like our page, and also share the link with your friends and family so they can also watch this entertaining action at the Queen's International Competition. Harry playing to try and reduce the areas here. You look to pot bottom right pocket and have the cue ball move towards the top side of the table, off the rail, just like that. And you look to pot top left pocket with the cue ball slightly being drawn backwards so that it can pot top right. Does so with a stop shot, and it is now a mini drill session, yeah. To put the yellow top left pocket and have the cue ball bouncing off the rail backwards so that it can put the 8 ball to the exact same pocket and reduce the areas after some number of minutes played. It is Herudini Martin 1, Mzamo Nsaninge 2. That's the new link, right? This is the new link. And Harry Houdini will break to try and restore parity in this one. Remember, the last thing he wants is to lag too far behind at such an early stage of this match. And it is a fair break, but it is a dry break from Harry Houdini, and it is another second invitation to Mzamo to come back onto the table. A second invitation he will gladly accept with both hands. The lady is going to come and join us as soon. Obviously, she's coming through, and it is going to be the two of us. Mzamo elects to play the yellows. Mzamo has to be as careful as is possible to try and not have a touch on any of the balls. Top right pocket, or else he'll be penalized. That's a huge shot from Mzamo, but I'm sure he'd have loved a cannon or two to make sure he opens up the situation that is currently prevailing on the top right pocket of the table. You can pot top left and have the cue ball develop the other balls that are scattered around the top right pocket by side spin. Just like that. It is not exactly what he intended, because the situation there is not yet totally sorted out. Mzamo opens up the problematic balls on the top right pocket, and it is a good split of the balls there. Gives himself a second or two to ponder and try and see what can be. With 3 yellows left on the park, he knows if he makes any mistake at this particular stage, Harry Houdini Martin will punish him. From the looks of it, is contemplating potting. Yellow to the top right pocket with cue ball moving off the rail and bouncing and coming towards the backhand of the table. Just like that. This is very good cueing from Mzamo. He's got the bit between his teeth, the way he's playing. He means serious business. Remember, he won the Masters category of the Queen's International Tournament earlier on today, in the process defeating Benjamin Mabubu in the final. You look to pot the last of the yellows, middle left pocket, with the cue ball slightly moving towards or by stop shot, either or, and then pot goes for the backspin to pot bottom left pocket, and it has to be Mzamo 3. Harry Houdini Martin 1 after 4 frames played. Indeed is. Someone is asking what happens to 2 live players in the final. So both these players have a single life at this stage, and whoever wins the Queen's International Competition for 2026, and they win the ultimate prize of $5,000. Whoever loses this final is guaranteed of at least $3,000. Then in another match that is currently playing right now, Mafana is taking on Eshka in an all Zimbabwean affair in the losers final, the third and fourth playoff that is, and whoever comes out third walks away with $2,000, and the person who finishes fourth walks away with half the money, which is $1,000. Mzamo has made a ball on the break, and his breaks have been good thus far. The Reds look like the balls the way this match is shaping out to be. And Mzamo pots with huge backspin, has a kiss on the 8 ball, and he scratches. So unfortunate. The way he's been shooting, he's been magnificent so far today. I've never seen him playing this good in a very long time. I know he played very well in Zambia not so long ago, couple of years ago at the Billiards Cafe when he lost to Aiden Joseph in a double life comp again. But the way he's shooting today, he's got the bit between his teeth, and he wants to take down his fellow countryman in Harry Houdini Martin. And Harry Houdini Martin is a guy who's not going to go down without a fight. He wants to pot the yellow that is closest to the top rail on the top right pocket, and try and displace the red that is closest to the black on that very pocket. So if both finalists have 2 lives, they first play a final for life 1, then they play another final for life 2, and then they play the grand final. But it's not possible for both of them to have 2 lives into the finals. Eshka didn't make it to the grand final. He lost to Mzamo Ntlaninge by 9 frames to 7 in the semi-final. Everything that Mzamo is going to do here on the yellows, you have the 8 ball in the back of his mind. I'm sure you would want to pot the yellow that is closest to the top rail off either the black or the red ball so as to open up that situation at the top side of the table, because if he finishes all his balls and the 8 ball is to wait his position now, he will have a problem. Luther saying imali endala iyathenga, meaning old money still buys. I'm sure that is in reference to Mzamo Nhlaninge being an older player who's still doing the business. And boy, is he potting. It looks like he has obviously turned back the hands of time and obviously gone back to his old life, shooting like he used to shoot in the heyday, and he's showing a lot of people that he still knows what needs to be done to take down the very best players on the African continent. Mzamo still has 4 reds on the park. Remember, he's got that problematic situation in the top right pocket. You obviously look to pot and ensure he frees up the 8 ball on that pocket. You first look to pot to the top left pocket. Just like that. And now he needs a huge shot. Does Mzamo. He needs to make sure he kisses either the 8 ball or the red that is closest to the pocket to ensure he creates space for the 8 ball when he does eventually play it. That's very good cueing from Mzamo, opening up the 8 ball there. That's a very huge shot from Mzamo. He needs to play a huge rail drive with Cubo naturally moving towards the bottom side of the table. I'm not so sure it's going to be possible. But the way he's been playing, anything is possible today. And he's been playing particularly well. Cubo moves across the top of the table, but he fell to pot. That was very good Cubo manipulation. Mzamo is playing so, oh my, oh my. Harry trying to punish Mzamo for that earlier miss. He'll look to pot and have the Cubo move towards the left side of the table. Just like that, Harry has got 2 options, either to bank bottom right or a rail drive towards the bottom left. Does exactly that and is on to the 8 ball. That's very good shooting from Harry Houdini Martin. Reducing the errors. It's Harry 2, Mzamo 3. one after the other. Harry bracking to try and restore parity in this match. Oh. The white ball drops and it is a free shot and a visit from Mzamo. Mzamo needs to fix the situation at the bottom right pocket where there is a bit of congestion there. There is a yellow and a red. You look to open up. Does exactly that. The way this frame is shaping out, both sets of balls are palatable and you can choose to go either way. Yeah. Mzamo electing to play the reds. We look to pot the next red to the middle left pocket with topspin. Just like that. And you look to pot on the exact same pocket or come to the bottom left, but it is difficult because of that red that is closest to the cube. Also look to pot middle left as well. And he's got two options here, either to go top right pocket Eru will pot top right pocket to the cue ball. Mzamo will pot top right pocket to the cue ball, bouncing off the rail and coming back. Just like that. Mzamo should be fine. And you look to pot middle right pocket. Mzamo needs to control the cue ball nicely, yeah. He looks to be fine and he'll pot top right pocket. You can either go with the 8 ball to the exact same pocket, which is the sensible reason. The cue ball should naturally move to the left side, right side, and come back, and it goes to the exact same pocket, top right, with the 8 ball. And Mzamo looks to have pocketed this particular frame to make it 4-2 in his favor, yeah. And that's good cueing from Mzamo. Mzamo has drawn first blood in this arrest 11. He leads by 4 frames to 2. The escape artist needs to fight with all his might to try and escape from this, because Mzamo has been playing like he's playing the match of his life here, fighting with all the might that he has, and I haven't seen him play so well in a very long time. Some of the players are in the arena watching. Pila Mazambani rooting for Mzamo. Calvin Fikotinkandu rooting for Eri Udini Martin. Remember, these two play for Q Masters. And the Ugandans are also in the arena, the likes of Rashida and Rukia also watching. It is a packed Queen's Sports Club today. Game show breaking to try and increase his lead here. He's going to make a ball only, but just almost a dry break from Zama Zama. You need a bit of luck in the game, at times. The margins are so tight, and at times you need a bit of luck and you need things to go your way for you to be able to make it in such matches. Mzamo looks to have elected to play the yellows. Only but just makes a ball. I'm not so sure he intended to do that. A pass with a bit of luck there. That was not his intention, if you ask me. But you need a bit of luck to win matches of this magnitude. You need everything to be on your side, and so far, so good, and so far has been on Mzamo's side, because he's been playing well, but he's also been so fortunate in this match as well. You look to put bottom right pocket. That is very good movement off the cue ball, in the process developing one of the yellows that were stuck to the left top rail there. At Simon, I was talking about luck in terms of the last shot that he executed, not in terms of the tournament. I think you took it out of context, my guy. Mzamo looking to put top right pocket. That is very good throwing from Mzamo. It is a game show that is putting up. Oh, that is good cueing from Mzamo. The imagination is top notch from the South African. He's playing very well, Mzamo. To escape from somewhat a spot of bother. He had a mini problem there, but the imagination there was out of this world, and he's playing so well in this match. There is an old saying in sport, form is temporary, but class is permanent, and that was a class act from Mzamo. You look to pot and have the cue ball moving backwards towards the two yellows that are left on the park. I'm sure you elect to start with the one that is frozen towards the right rail there. With a bit of backspin, just like that. Mzamo Saninge playing a match off the edges. He's playing so well, and some of his cueing has been top notch here. Some of the finishes he's attempting are very good finishes, if you ask me, and Mzamo definitely has got the beat between his teeth, and he really does want this one. He'll look to pot with a bit of backspin so as to take the 8 ball towards the left pocket. Does exactly that, and will pot the 8 ball onto the middle left pocket to make it 5-2 in his favor. Mzamo is playing the match of his life here. We'll break after a very short break, and it's Harry who's going to break to try and restore parity in this one, to try and obviously claim back one frame. Does make a red ball, only but just. And the table is still open, and is it going to be the reds or the yellows for Harry? Decisions need to be made, and these are important decisions because failure to do so will make it difficult for him. And someone coming through with a message is Sianda saying Mzamo is the only player Aiden feared back in the day. Airy pass to the middle right pocket, and he has the cue ball where exactly he wants it. You look to pot. Top left pocket. Can you come through with your predictions? Who do you think is going to come out tops in this one? Is it going to be Harry Houdini or is it going to be Mzamo? Tell us what you think is going to happen come the end of the match. Remember, it is a rest to 11. It is a grand final. $5,000 up for grabs, and the second person in the final will walk away with $3,000. Mzamo giving himself time to just walk around the table. Obviously, he's got those 2 yellows towards the left rail in the back of his head, and he would like to try and pot and develop those 2 yellows in this very shot. Does exactly that, Mzamo. This is very good cueing from the South African. The predictions coming through. Sevens is saying Mzamo taking this one 11-8. Tanaka Murashiki saying Mzamo 11-7. Then Bradley saying the fans are playing a big role. The fans is definitely playing a big role, and in terms of the split of the flanks, I feel the majority of them are rooting for Mzamo because remember he's playing in Zimbabwe. He's currently playing in Bulawayo for a club in Philabusi, so he's always in Bulawayo for the local comps, and that does count. And Harry has got the least of the supporters in the venue. Then Tia says Harry is taking this one. Mzamo looking to pot with a drawback, bottom right pocket, and have the cue ball moving towards some of the yellows that are still on the park. Is 3 more yellows to go before he gets onto the 8 ball. He needs 2 huge shots because one of the yellows is in close proximity with the 8 ball towards the left middle pocket. That's good cueing from Mzamo. He will probably bank to the middle right pocket. Then Kanyama says 11-9 Mzamo. Mzamo needs to give Harry a test of his own medicine here and pot by banking to the middle right pocket. He does exactly that. Mzamo is playing well. And he will look to pot the 8 ball, the last of the yellows rather, to the bottom right pocket. I'm sure that's what he will be aiming for right now. Trying to contemplate the movement of the 8 of the cue ball after potting there. Mzamo is attempting some very difficult finishes in this competition, and much more often than not they've been coming off. Look to pot bottom right pocket here and have the cue ball bounce off the jaw. Just like that. Oh my. Exactly what he intended to do. Mzamo. He's playing some nice stuff here. Almost a clearance from Mzamo. And that was well calculated because you saw him and Kelvin Fikoti now cheering Harry Houdini in the crowd as well. And Harry pots with aplomb, and he'll look to pot to the bottom right with cue ball bouncing off the rail, going topwards to the middle side of the table, just like that. And this one, Harry Houdini Martin is definitely taking its Harry 3, Mzamo 5 after 8 frames played. Sianda saying nice final. It is quite a nice final. And Majara He says Mzamo has already gained my respect. No matter how this game ends, he's gained a lot of respect from all of us here, around the arena because of the way certainly been playing, and he's putting up a very good fight. Trust me. That's a dry break from Mzamo.
I need to give big sport and my attention.
Harry Houdini just giving himself time to recompose himself and recollect himself because Mzamo has been playing some nice stuff here and he surely needs to recover. We look to pot the top right pocket. Hi Priscilla, welcome. What a final we have on our hands here. And Mzamo Ntlaninge has been playing very well so far in this final. Harry Houdini Martin still within touching distance. It's only a 2-frame lead. And he's got the cue ball exactly where he wants it. And he can obviously recover. How are you seeing this final and how do you think it's going to develop eventually?
Very exciting, but very unpredictable at the same time. I mean, if we're just looking at the history between these two, for this tournament alone, this is the third time they're facing off. Mzamo's first life was taken in the round of last 32, I think. Yes, by Harry, and it ended 7-6. Harry's life was taken by Mzamo.
Harry's life was taken by Mzamo.
7-6. So they played twice. Each time it ended 7-6. The one time Harry won, the other time Mzamo won, but who will win this time? It can go either way. If you look at it that way, all things being equal, it could go to a decider.
Exactly. I couldn't agree any less. And obviously, we could be looking at that 1-frame difference between these two because that has been the case for most parts of this particular match.
But with Mzamo having a slight edge over Harry at the minute, well, from the start of this match, but who's to say it'll stay like that? Lovely queuing. I'm keen to see, though, the whites for the
last yellow.
He needs to maybe somehow get the cue ball to squeeze past in between the yellow and the black to nicely position himself for the last shot. He's very good at his cue ball manipulation, but all right. Nothing complicated,
Other ideas, I think he's got a space to the
He could use the red that's closest to black. He could get the yellow to knock onto that one and pot. Also making way for the black. He was trying that, actually.
In hindsight, I think that was the wrong decision because there wasn't enough space for him to pot there.
He was going to use the red that's blocking off the black. He was going to use
open up the black in the process.
And pot the yellow, but he failed, unfortunately. It was a bit of a difficult shot. It needed the utmost precision, but that wasn't to be. Chance back to Zama here with a lot less traffic here. It looks like he's likely to clear. Zama didn't line up his cue ball well enough. He was hoping to remove that black from there in order to pot the red that's being blocked by the black there. Plan B. At the bottom half of the table first before going back to the top half. Okay, he seems a bit undecided, but that's Mzamo for you. He will go around the table a million times
and still play a shot.
Yeah. Look, you focus, step in and out, side to side, focus, stand up, choke again before finally, eventually, taking his shots.
He needs to pot top left with the cue ball moving backwards. You reckon? Just like that. wanted a slight kiss on the 8 ball, but didn't get it, to try and displace it so as to get good side of the last of the reds, but he can get to it from the other angle.
Do you know what a lot of us amateurs would do in such an instance? You just go slightly tap on that red that's in front of the black and snooker and wait for your opponent to do their magic. But these players, they do not want to give you an opportunity back at the table. When they see a finish, they try by all means to go for it, and they try by all means to create a finish, even the impossible, near impossible looking ones. That's what makes them the big players they are, the great players they are, worthy of a grand final. We are being treated to such great pool, such great queuing. What a treat. What do you think he's going to do here? Snooker? Maybe not. It's too easy for Harry Martin to escape if he's
The problem is with these players, if you snooker and if it's not a total snooker, the other player can come onto the table. Their angles are very good and they can eventually get to the other ball. He is called the escape artist after all, so you don't want to be snookering him. But, well, you never know. I think he's going to try and go to the top right pocket there. Thin cut that red to where Harry's yellow is. Just like that. Oh, scratches in the process.
I think this is a sure win now for Harry this frame. Even he will clear this. So I think it's safe to say it's 5-4 now.
Yeah, it looks like we're down to that one frame difference. It has to be Harry for Mzamo 5. Yeah. It is timeout and it's currently 4 for Harry and 5 from Mzamo. Harry called timeout and we'll get a maximum of 5 minutes of timeout and we should be back right after that. Alright, game on. Frame number 10 in progress. I think this is going to be a clean sweep for Harry. Don't you think him towards the sea? All of his balls are nicely set in open space. Just I think the yellows look the balls here because of the position of the cue ball. And Harry should be making a clearance here.
Oh yes, the close proximity of a cue ball to another object ball clearly is no deterrent for players of this caliber. He makes a light work of it, makes it look so easy. Down to the last four he is, the last four. Yellows, ooh! Did he rush that shot?
What a miss from Harry.
A very unexpected one.
What a miss from Harry. When it's not happening for you, it's not happening. That looked like an easy finish, but it looks easier said than done from where we're sitting here. The pressure when those players go onto the table is second to none, but then they are pros. They should live for these moments. They should know what it takes to perform in such pressure moments, and Harry with a miss that he shouldn't have been making in that particular moment in time.
Easy does it one shot at a time. He works his magic. 5 reds to go, not the easiest, especially the black. The red that's closest to the black there. I don't think it has a clear path to any pocket right now. No, it does not. He'd need a cannon, maybe position himself, position the cue ball to pot. You see that red that's closest to the top short rail?
Yeah, I see
You
it.
could try and pot that while opening up the black and the red.
Very true. Obviously, have the 8 ball bounce off the rail and come back and fix the problematic situation between the 8 ball and that red.
But I don't like that he might want to leave that for last.
No.
These cannons should be done. I feel they should be done early on.
He has to go for the cannon now. Because if you leave it as a last shot and you fail to cannon, then you are in
you
deep
cannon
trouble.
and snooker yourself.
Exactly.
Or you need to reposition yourself. You need those extra balls for that repositioning. Or maybe now is the time for the cannon.
That's what I was thinking, but it looks like he's leaving it for last.
No, even now, maybe you could try with the backspin.
Yeah, like he did that other time.
Throw back the cue ball, get it to knock into there.
That's what he was attempting, but he failed.
There was a collision on the way with that yellow. Unfortunately, his plan has gone sideways. He looks to the heavens as if for some inspiration.
Yeah, he was trying a similar shot to the one he played against Eshka onto the 8 ball in the final frame.
Oh yeah.
It was a 2-meter backspin to come and cannon and put the 8 ball in place for him to pot and win that final.
Maybe that red goes to the bottom right corner pocket,
It does. It goes to the bottom right pocket. It can go to the bottom right pocket. It can also go to the middle right pocket, though there is that yellow that is closest to the middle right pocket. So I think he'll go for the bottom right pocket with this last red here. That's good cueing from Mzamo. Onto the 8 ball, and he should pot it with ease here.
It's been a long 4 days. And
more than Mpondo. It is a dry break from Mzamo, and Harry is back on the table. It is a 2-frame lead that he enjoys over his fellow South African, does Mzamo. Harry will look to pot with backspin. You look to pot and cannon and open up the red just like that.
Some fans in the comment section are asking, where's Eshka? What happened to Eshka? Eshka played the third and fourth playoff against Stephen Paswane and won that, I think it was 8-4 final scoreline. So officially our third place finisher is Eshka Chimbwanda from Zimbabwe. And in fourth place we have Stephen Paswane, aka Mafana. And they each get to walk away with $2,000 and $1,000 respectively. In positions 5 to 8, they'll each walk away. The winners will walk away with $500 each. And for number 1, $5,000. Number 2, $2,500. And in the women's categories, congratulations to Nicola Rousseau after beating Rashida Mutesi in the final. And so she gets to walk away with $2,500, while Rashida gets to walk away with $1,000. And Mzamo has been doing the most, playing in 2 categories, Masters category and this Open category. And the first time we've had one player playing in both the, oh my goodness, how's
Good
that
for a very nice shot.
I love that backspin. Anyway, as I was saying, the first time we're getting one player in both the Masters final and Open category final. That's Mzamo. Mzamo won 7-1 in the Masters final, beating Benjamin Mabugo. So he's the winner in the Masters category, and he's looking to be a double winner in the Open category as well. That would be a record and a half, and very difficult to beat, even in future editions.
Yeah, definitely, because Mzamo is dining with the young players. Yeah, also did dine with the older players and came out tops there. He's looking to do a double that no one else has ever done, and it's pretty much within touching distance, and he can reach out and touch it if fortune is on his side here. This final is pretty much on the edge, 6-5 in favor of Mzamo, and Harry is the one who's got the break now to try and restore parity and go level with Mzamo.
Yes, it's an exciting final for sure. It is. I mean, it's been a whole 4 days. It doesn't even feel like 4 days. It's been action-packed, very exciting. I've been loving the shots. The players have been very smart, disciplined, loving the ambience, the camaraderie, everything right now. Now we're down to the last game of it all, the grand final of the Open category. I'm sad it's coming to an end, actually, Mtogosisi. I'd have loved to see a lot more action. I'm very sad that
I'm also sad it's coming to an end, and it's coming to a close after 4 days of a lot of pool, exciting pool. It's down to this match. Obviously, there are other competitions that are going to come not so long from now, and we can look forward to those competitions. And obviously, we love pool. If we had an opportunity to choose and let the competition continue for another week, I mean, it's an opportunity we're going to take with both hands, but we obviously can't. And that's a beautiful shot from Harry Houdini Martin, opening up the black bow in the process.
I think it's going to be 6-6 after this frame, and then blow for blow all the way to a decider.
Pretty much possible. Let's see how this one pans out.
It's 6-5. Mzamo needing what Harry has, and Harry needing what Mzamo has, which is 5 and 6 respectively. But I think it's any man's game. I'm struggling to form an opinion as to who I think will grab this at the end of it all.
There's no favorite in this match, and it's on the edge, pretty much on the edge. Could quite easily go either way. And Harry Houdini Martin looks to have found his mojo back. He was not making some of those bowls when the rest started, but he's grown into the match with every single frame that has gone by, and he's looking to pot with backspin there. Just like that, and he'll pot to the top right pocket and go on to the last yellow. Harry will look to pot to the bottom left pocket. Oh, that's good cueing from Harry, and he'll go to the top right pocket. He's playing very well, Houdini Martin, and he definitely wants to win this one. He's got the bit between his teeth to draw the scores level. After 12 frames played, it is Harry Houdini 6, Mzamo Ntlaninge 6, and Harry has certainly found his mojo back. And that hit that Mzamo enjoyed at the start of the match is vanished by the blink of the eye.
Alright, frame number 13. Mzamo said to break. He's been breaking and will be breaking at all wide-numbered frames after winning the leg. While Harry breaks the all even-numbered frames. Not a good break at all. Not a good split.
It is another dry break from Mzamo. The dry break before this one, and Harry came and hit a finish the next frame. It's now a bit unfortunate in his breaks as Mzamo. Is it going to come back and bite him come the end of this match? That's a nice cannon from Harry to open up the cluster between the 8 ball and the yellow that was closest to the 8 ball. That's good cueing from Houdini. I'm thinking he needs to go back to the top left pocket.
Surprise, surprise. Alas, Houdini misses his
a hand shot.
Very rare to see that happening.
That's a rarity.
Yeah, and Mzamo back in business. Still with all
Yes,
seven
Harry. Yeah. And someone coming through with a message asking Harry using a mushroom tip. Yes, he uses a mushroom tip. It's a hard tip as well for Harry. I'm sure you can hear the sound it makes every time he cues.
This looks easy enough for him now. Maybe he'll put the top right corner pocket there, kicking the yellow
out. Yes.
And then work his magic.
That's the shot.
Those 3 balls near the black, and then to this.
Choosing to go defensive. To my surprise.
I'm surprised as well.
Maybe it's because of this red that is at the bottom rail off the table. But I'm sure he could have looked for a proper cue ball for that particular red.
Why do you think he went for a defensive shot? Do you think he's not feeling confident in a clearance? It's easy enough for him to actually finish those 3 balls near the black, and then the center pocket, and then the last.
I think he's just trying to reduce the tempo of the match because Harry has been hitting some finishes the last 2-3 frames, and he's just trying to slow down things because Harry is the first of the 2 players, and in my opinion, is the one who likes being offensive. So if you are also offensive, you're playing into Harry's hands. So I think Mzamo is just trying to get into Harry's head and be defensive in a way there.
Unfortunate foul there by Harry as he dropped Zama's ball. But the intention noted. It was brilliant, the thinking. He wanted to bang that ball to center and get the other one to open up that top. He wanted to bank it to the top right corner pocket, getting it to open up the pocket, kicking the red out of the way. And Zama would have been kicking himself, regretting as to why he turned this into a bit of a defensive kind of frame. But anyway, at the end of it all, it paid off for Zama as he now has the ball in his hand, the cue ball, with a free shot and a visit.
Yeah, and you trust him to maybe go for the finish here.
Oh yeah, he needs to. But it's not going to be easy.
Yeah,
it's a lot harder than the previous finish.
The way the balls were arranged the previous time, he was on the table. I'm sure he should have gone for the finish then.
Somebody there in the comment section asking what's the prize money. Number one, walk away with $5,000. Number two, $3,000. Number three, $2,000. Number four, $1,000. And in positions 5 to 8, each will get to walk away with $500 a piece. Zama doing his magic. A drawback. Probably loading. Oh no, miscue.
That is a foul from Mzamo. Trying to maintain the cue ball. In the process, he fouls. We saw Eshka hitting a miscue in his match against Mzamo, and that's the point, in my opinion, where he lost the match to Mzamo. You don't want to be making such errors.
It was blow for quite a while until it was, I think, 6-6, and then he just, I don't know, kind of flamed out. Anyway, Harry, back in business. This is actually still a little bit complicated. You see that yellow closest to the cue ball?
Yeah, it is a problematic yellow.
Maybe made pot center.
Then
top right corner pocket for both the yellows that remain on the table.
That's the way out. That's the way
manipulation.
Yeah. The cue ball bouncing off the top rail and go back to the exact same pocket. Just like that. Very good cueing from Harry.
I see questions in the comment section like, who won Live 2 final, and do we have another final after this, and where's Eshka? This is the grand final. These two won the finals for Live 1 and Live 2. That's why they got to meet for the grand final. Eshka lost in the Live 2 final. He lost to Zama. Sorry, he lost to Harry, and therefore got to play for third and fourth, and he played that against Stephen Paswani, aka Mafana, and he won. So Eshka is our third place finisher. Timeout requested by the players. Hang 10, action will resume in a bit. Okay, I'm being serious. Change it to what I write.
Good.
Why? What's it?
I know obviously some Makona Kona, but I have no idea. Mzamo anamjeri. You are not sleep.
What are you doing now?
Really? What I mean influence? What a question runs it up. I'm a question, so. The top one. Like, Ariana Cruz here, 7-6 is the scoreline. It's leading 7-6 in the race to 11, blow for blow for now. Let's see, it might continue on in this fashion all the way till the end of the match. Remember, it is not timed, this final. It ends when it ends. It ends when the final whistle blows, when one player gets to pot 11 blacks. I just want to give my utmost respect to our international referees who are handling this match, Richard Mutenda and Rumbidzai Pangamate. Very professional and very smart, in case you managed to catch him on the camera. Looking very smart, giving the game justice and the respect it deserves. Mzamo going around the table, carefully planning, plotting away another potentially tactical frame here. Too many balls clustered together there towards the left top comment section. Mzamo still at it, looks clean enough now, top to the top right corner pocket of the pot, and a drawback with a drawback, and nicely positioning himself. A little too much movement of the cue ball, but let's see. Combination center, maybe, maybe not. I would have fancied a little less cue ball movement for him to pot at the bottom right corner pockets. Or maybe pot top left corner pocket first in order to reposition himself. Or he could use the yellow that's by center to pot his red, the one in front. Looks like he's going for the pot at the bottom right corner pocket.
saka ndakudena ndakudzwa kuti ngarigodena uyo angalivera
Great shooting there from Zama. And now it looks simple enough. And about to equalize, he is. He'd been leading for the first half of this encounter. Harry is overtaken, but Zama won't let that be the case for long. Safe to say he's equalized now, 7-7. Alright, 7-7 it is in a race to 11. Well, in essence, it's a race to 4 from here on out for that yummy, sumptuous $5,000 pot. At the end of it all, frame number 15, Zama to break. I tip him to go for an apple here. There haven't been so very many of those. Let's see how it goes. Alright, good break there from Zama. Yellows, I think, are looking favorable. A lot more favorable. I think the major math would be the black, a little tricky. He could open it up when he got the top right corner pocket. Maybe just contemplating that, trying to see how we'll handle that. He just needs to be careful not to suka himself, but he's alright for now. Good shooting, Zama. Just 4 yellows to go. Maybe it's about time he plays that shot opening up the black. I actually thought he'd do it before potting the ball. He just potted now. I kind of fear for him though, in terms of potential of him snookering himself and opening up that black. But let's see, these are the big boys. Let's watch and learn. A bit of right English, a bit of a fancy shot there, flexes muscle a little. Yes, Samir, yeah, you're asking, is this the finals of the comp for the prize money? Yes, indeed it is.
As ndakambira postbing yakabata mastika akaamiweza is wonderful.
Mari. Killer shot from Zamazama game show. But I don't like the way he leaves those shots for last, where he'll pot that yellow and open up the black. I had actually hoped he'd play that shot like what, 5 shots ago? And give him more flexibility for continuity, because we cannot be sure of where the black and the cue ball will end up after he opens that up. I'm hoping it works out in his favor. For his sake, let's see. Whoa! Exactly what I was talking about. Unfortunately, Zamazama is snookered, and this may just go Harry's way now. Hand on waist, Zamazama thinks hard. Visibly disappointed in the positioning of the black ball here. Let's see how he calculates his angle. He may want to pass the bottom left, but the chances are very, very slim. Slim to none. Unfortunately, he fails to get his black free shot on the visit, and with no traffic left on the table, this must be a sure win for Harry Houdini Martin. The pattern shouldn't be too complicated for him either. Not even necessary for him to pick, actually. But he may want to start with the reds closest to the black. They're a little complicated. He may want to open that up in a simpler manner and then right on. Let's see how he plays this out. He may decide to start with the bottom half of the table or the top. He's spoiled for choice, really, and he's looking relatively safe here. What a miss from Harry Martin. This may be a dead giveaway. Maybe he can decide to bang that black to center or bottom right corner pocket where Harry's red is, and use the red to guide his black in. Although I'm not sure how safe his cue ball will be if he goes for that.
Doesn't go, right? Reverse up. Reverse up.
Here we go. Another frame in the bag, another shot to take him closer to that winning mark. 1 frame closer. 3 frames to go for Zamazama and 4 for Harry. Blow for blow, it is neck and neck. This is nail biting. Edge of your seat kind of vibes. I'm loving it. Hope you're loving it too. Thank you all for joining us. If you just joined us, this is the grand finale of the Queen's International 4th edition 2026. Awesome vibes. Mtawazisi, how's the final for you? What do you think?
What a reverse pen shot from Mzamo Shaninge there, beating Harry Houdini Martin with his own game, the master of the pen shot. That was a well-executed shot, and Harry Houdini on that red, hitting the jaws of the pocket. That's how tight the margins are. I remember you saying Mzamo's life was taken by Harry 7-6, and He also had the other life of Mzamo with the same scoreline. Now the scores are 8-7. It looks like this one might go to a decider. And considering how much you like deciders, I think you're going to enjoy this one.
Oh yes, it'll be what a nice way to close it off. I would say if it'll be a decider. I love deciders. I can't help it.
Speaking of decisions and deciders, which balls should Harry play here?
Oh yeah, quite a bit of a headache of a break here. Yellows, I think, are definitely the balls here. The black is a little complicated, but he could open it using the yellow that's closest to the top left corner pocket. As for the three yellows in center, not difficult at all for a player of his caliber, but the positioning of the cue ball right now kinda sold him away. Maybe pot top right corner pocket if there's a clear path for the one yellow. Maybe not. Or a combination shot of those yellows to the top left. It's just complicated either way. Defensive shot loading, I think.
It is a bank.
Oh, what a beauty of a shot.
What a bank shot from Harry. Banks as he does.
Bank shots. He never disappoints.
When it comes to bank
I've
shots.
only seen him miss one bank shot this entire tournament.
That's how good he is.
Oh yes. Oh yes. One at a time he works his magic. One ball at a time, one shot at a time. 4 yellows to go. I reckon he should try and open up the black now, but
Someone says Mzamo is like Cristiano using too much energy. Harry is Messi. What do you make of that comparison?
oh, who's Messi? Who's
Leo
Ronaldo?
Messi. Leo Messi of
Who's
Barcelona.
that?
I know you know him.
Who's
From
that?
the Barcelona legend.
What's that? Is it a shop?
Okay.
Harry
you're
down to
playing,
3
you're playing
dusty
down
yellows.
deliberately, yeah.
No, is that a shop? What is that?
Okay. You're showing no Messi. You don't know Leo Messi.
Nope.
Okay.
Does he or she know me?
Okay.
Who's
Competition
that?
for another bank shot from Harry Houdini Martin.
Ask me about a pool player. I'll
Trust
tell you.
Harry to bank. If you've got some money you don't know where to take to, trust Harry Houdini Martin to bank it for you. The master of the bank shot at play. What a finish from Harry.
Do you know, I was actually thinking he might even want to shape that for a bank shot, just because he loves bank shots and is confident in them. Very good at them he is.
Good
Another
point
frame
from
in the
Harry.
bag, 8-8. Blow for blow, race to 3 from here on out. Oh boy, it's getting tense, it's getting tough. Business end of this match. I'm loving it. I'm totally imbued with the performance displayed by these two. What a marvel, what a spectacle. Our referee is just wrecking for the next frame. Frame number 17 loading. Pascal in the comment section there is asking why are Zimbabweans supporting Zamazama?
Okay, Zimbabweans are supporting Zamazama because Zamazama plays for a Zimbabwean club. He's been in Bulawayo and Philabusi for a very long period of time. So he's usually with some of these players and or supporters, especially from Bulawayo, because that's where he plays his club pool at. And obviously there is that connection between the Zulus and the Ndebeles, and for that particular reason, because we're in a mainly Ndebele speaking area in Bulawayo, the majority of people are watching are Ndebeles, and they obviously have a natural connection with Zulu speaking people.
And it's like, this is home away from home. I mean, has Zamazama gone back home lately? He's been here for how many years now? Going on to 3? This is his home now. He's taken home. He plays for a club here. He's played for a club in Harare. He's played for a club just outside Bulawayo. He's played for a club in Bulawayo. He is a Bulawayo, but he's a Zimbabwean now, so to speak, at this point.
Is one of us.
Oh yes, definitely one of us.
But
Frame
may
number
the best
17.
man win when it comes to this match. We are obviously not rooting for anyone to win. We want the best person to win. Harry 8 and Mzamo 8. Mzamo does make a ball there.
All right. How's that layout? How's that split of the balls after the break?
I think the yellows look the balls, yeah.
I am fancying the Reds. The
The
Reds
Reds.
really only have one problematic ball. You see the red just after the center pocket.
Yeah.
That's
Close to the yellow. Yeah, that's
There's
the
a
only.
red nearby that he could use to open up that other red. But
Hey.
then he's going for the yellows. Who am I? I mean, I'm an amateur. I don't see the way these guys
The
see it.
yellows, for the simple reason that the yellow on the middle can go. There is no problematic yellow. That's why I say the yellows are the balls. Because even that yellow that is closest to the red, he can pot it now.
And Simon says it's an easy apple. I don't think it's easy.
Easier said than done.
But yes, they make it look easy.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this. I mean, the way they play, sometimes you think pool is easy, but you need to be on the table to feel the heat. They've made it look easy from years and years of practices and years of drills that they've done to get to this level of play. Thousands and thousands of hours. Sometimes they spend hours just practicing one shot over and over again, which makes me think of a famous quote by Jackie Chan where he says, "I do not fear the man who practices 10,000 shots once, but the man who practices one shot 10,000 times." That's how these
And
guys
it makes
get to be this
sense.
good.
Do you see what these players do when they miss a shot even after the rest? They take the balls and rearrange them the exact same way they were arranged during the play. And they obviously practice that shot over and over again so that when it comes back tomorrow, they obviously make no mistakes when it comes to potting that same exact shot. That robot, that rude boy is saying pull is easy, CC.
Okay.
Pull is
Really?
easy, CC. Take note.
No, it's not. It's easy to see the shots though, but executing them is a whole different ball game. Knowing just exactly where to hit your white, to manipulate it in a certain manner, and the potting precision all at once while containing pressure, it needs a whole lot of skill, composure, and discipline.
Without a shadow of any doubt. Someone once told me all the balls on the table can be potted. It's where you leave your cue ball. So I think the most difficult thing in pool is cue ball manipulation, because if a ball is as close as the one that Mzamo is playing, obviously you can pot it with ease. But the further the cue ball is away from any of the balls, the more difficult it is for you to pot. That's very good cueing from Mzamo.
But he fell a little short. That was supposed to be a straight shot. The cue ball should have moved maybe just another inch to make that a straight shot for a small drawback or even a stop shot. Now it's a cut. He might now need to have the cue ball bounce off the cushion to the left and back up.
That's
Was it
exactly
good
what
for
it
right
was.
English,
Exactly,
maybe?
to avoid the two reds that are closer to the middle left pocket. I'm sure he's electing to start. To the top right. What a cueing from Mzamo. That's very good cueing from Mzamo.
Right, well done to him. One last yellow remains. I think it's safe to say this is 9-8. He can't mess up the shot. Just play it with a bit of topspin, not even topspin necessary really. Maybe a bit of left English to ensure you have the perfect angle. But this black is potable even from the rail, even from the cushion. Not much is needed, so it's a done deal.
Oh, that's good. Potting from Mzamo. And Mzamo will lead 9-8 in this one. Ndazobona ndandisingaziyeke anti ungitshela ukuthi ngiqale ngokuthi ndatomudza kuti reka ndimbodena ndione ndizoshuwa ekwadena mama so lapho nje ukuthi singasuka lapha sefika lana ngathuka
Mzama's fans very excited here after the dry break from Harry, but that would have been a beautiful break. And a beautiful apple most likely had managed to pot. And this will be an apple, I'm sure, from Mzamo. Yellows or reds? I reckon reds are the balls here. Relatively easy. Although there's no such thing as an easy shot. Even that so-called easy-looking shot to the center pocket that is aiming for is not to be considered easy. Each shot needs to be taken with the utmost respect and care as any other shot, or the so-called difficult-looking shots. Table closed, reds it is for Mzamo.
Mzamo looking to get to the hill fast. And remember, this is a race to 11. And Mzamo has got the beat between his teeth and he's been playing so well, yeah. What queuing from Mzamo. Everything has been inch perfect so far from Mzamo, and everything is touching, is turning into gold. On to 3 of the last threads in this particular frame. Mzamo with top spin here would get to the U first. Mzamo gets to the hill first. It is Mzamo 10:88, and the crowd are singing one more. Everyone is up on their feet, they're singing one more.
Mzamo having the lion's share of the fans here. They're screaming one more for him and celebrating already.
The crowd singing one more, and they want him to win. Yeah. Which ones are the balls for you in this particular frame, Priscilla?
Reds are looking much better, but it's easier to close table with yellows. Maybe the closest yellow to the cue ball there, the one that maybe can come to the bottom right corner pocket. But yellows are looking quite complicated compared to the reds. There's no red that you can easily close table with. So I think we still have a match here. Maybe Harry to win 3 straight frames. Maybe. Let's see.
I don't see Mzamo losing 3 frames on the trot. The way he's been playing, not today, maybe another day. The way he's been playing very well today.
He's going for those yellows. And cannon maybe.
Misses Mzamo and fails to close the table.
You know what? I tip Harry to clear. I'm still hoping for that decider to prolong the action as much as possible.
Yeah, Harry's going to clean this table in this frame.
I definitely hope so. Table closed. The yellows it is for Harry. Not easy, but for someone like Harry, not too complicated either. A little bit of a drill he might need there with those balls. Oh, careful not to snooker yourself. All right, he's safe enough.
I think it's okay to pot a middle left pocket there.
But what happens after that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How
will make.
He may need to position himself for the
2 cushions
on the right.
Yes.
And avoiding traffic, avoiding the red that's close to the top left corner pocket somehow. Make sure you avoid it. Commentator's curse, maybe?
Yeah, definitely commentator's curse there. But he should be fine as long as he does make a ball. Does he pot the yellow he's got sight of to the top right? Or bottom left pocket, bottom right pocket rather. Goes to the bottom right pocket, Houdini. He is fine.
Right, he's gotten out of that predicament pretty well. I'm proud of him for that. And 1 frame closer. Allow me to announce it. He's 1 frame closer to the finish line. 1 frame behind him, Mzamo. I've called it. He's still has 3 balls to go, but I've called it. 10-9. Don't embarrass me, Harry. Make sure.
Not so sure. From where we're sitting, he's got good sight of that pocket, but it looks like he has, judging from his facial expression, he should pot. But he should be coming bottom right now. That's good potting from Harry.
I see a couple of people agreeing with me in the comment section that this will go to a decider. Maybe that decider I've been wishing for is finally going to happen. And in the game,
might happen. It's still a possibility at this stage.
Yeah. May the best man win at the end of the day.
This is a good final, right? Harry makes a couple of balls on the break. I think we're going to see a decider here, Chris. The Reds look like the Bulls, yeah. And Harry does go for the Reds.
It's the confidence for me. The potting prowess with the
Yeah.
confidence.
Doesn't move under
I love
pressure.
it. I think this is going to be a break and run. For sure, a nail-biting final. Edge of your seat kind of things. I'm loving it. 4 races to go. Careful not to snooker yourself. All right, is all right. I'm feeling tense. The pressure is on. If I'm feeling this way, I can only imagine how the players are feeling on the table. But this has been an awesome ride.
Harris tipped the mushroom tip. You almost certainly think he's hit a miscue. And you fear for him at times. He uses a hard tip as
Oh
well.
yeah, the hard tip has this funny noise it makes.
Yeah.
All hard tips I think I've come across have
Yeah.
a funny noise they make. And you may think it's a miscue, but hey, ooh.
Goes to Port Harry.
Oh boy, oh boy.
And Zama is given a chance to breathe again, a chance to come and finish this frame. Mzamo shooting in a match of his life here, $5,000 at stake. He's been given a chance to breathe again, and he is on the yellows. 5 of them still to play on the table before the 8 ball. You look to pot, middle, right pocket, and pot, bottom, right pocket as well. Drawing the cue ball backwards. Mzamo gives himself a chance to breathe again. Reach out and touch it. It's within touching distance. If you're Mzamo, he's been given a chance he wasn't expecting to get, because after the split, Harry was value for money to hit a break and finish. A break and finish he didn't hit.
Is this a wrap?
Looks pretty much like. I think the way Mzamo has been playing, he's not been making that many mistakes in this entire tournament, and I don't see him making any more mistakes in what's left of this tournament.
Someone in the comment section there is still predicting a decider, although the chances are very slim. Mzamo is potting really well, and he has very easy, for lack of a better word, easy yellows remaining here.
Then Tabile says Mazamba and a celebration loading. It looks like Mzamo is going for the kill here.
Oh yes, he has a classic way of celebrating when he wins.
We're looking forward to the game show if he does manage to finish this frame. That's very good cueing from Mzamo. And he's got his way cut out. He's got the cue ball way, he definitely wants it. You look to pot with a huge drawback here.
Even without a huge drawback, I mean, you can choose any of the 6 pockets.
I shall turn it out.
I think he's good to go. This might just be it.
Just the softball celebration. This is Mzamo. Mzamo wins it. The Queen's International Competition 2026 winner for the Masters and for the Open tournament. Mzamo Ntlaninge wins. He's won both competitions here.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all for your delightful company. It's been awesome. It's been fun. Long 4 days, but it's been worth it, especially for Zamazama, who's won both in the Masters category and the open category. Thank you all for joining us. Till the next edition in about a year from now. That's it from me for now. Priscilla Bliss, the voice. Till next time, stay cool, play cool, and be blessed. I'm out.
Last time they also